Hey guys, what's up? Uh, it's dark in here. It's nighttime. Sun went down a little while ago. I have a light on, but it's kind of a dim light. And my chair is very squeaky, so if you hear any squeaking throughout the video, that's because it's like a rocking chair, sort of, and it's very squeaky. Um, but you know that thing that was going around the internet for a while? It was like some women want a guy that's 6 feet tall and has a six pack and makes six figures. Um, I don't get it. Like I don't get it on like multiple levels because I it almost seems like it's like a clickbaity kind of thing. Like I don't imagine that there were that many women that were like holding men to that standard, but that might be naive of me or something. Um, I do know that there are some delusional people out there, uh, and it seems like with the loneliness epidemic, like the male loneliness epidemic, it seems like it's not really a male loneliness epidemic. It's more of just a people loneliness epidemic. And I don't think it's an epidemic. I think it's a pandemic, right? I think epidemic is like the isolated one, and then pandemic is like the global one. Um, but I might be wrong. So let me know in the comments if I'm wrong off the top of my head. I don't remember. But I think that it's more of a pandemic because it's all over the world. It's not just America or the UK or Canada. It's kind of everywhere. Um, but the whole like 6 feet tall, six pack, six figures thing. I don't think that it's shallow. Really, I think it's deeper than that. I think it's a lack of life experience, really, more than just shallowness. Um, like I've had some girlfriends, not really that many or anything, but like during high school and like when I was like a young adult, um, I had a bunch of girlfriends, and I haven't dated in years, but like back when I was dating, um, like my first girlfriend in high school, uh, I guess I had this mindset that um, it was kind of naive, but I thought that like every one of my girlfriends was the one. You know what I mean? I like the my first girlfriend in high school. I literally thought that we were going to get married and after high school and like ride off into the sunset and go on a life of adventure and live happily ever after or whatever. Um, that didn't happen, and I kind of thought the same thing with the next one and the next one and the next one. Um, and it took me a while to like realize that that's kind of goofy. And I mean, I would like they would. I'm kind of boring, so they would inevitably break up with me, and I would just be heartbroken, and then somebody else would like me, and so I would date them for a while, and then they would break up with me because I was really shy and awkward too. So like I don't even blame them. Like I still have some of them on Facebook and stuff. We're cool and all. Um, but hey, Jack, sorry, the dog's whining and distracting me. Um, but what ended up happening is I I thought the first one was special, right? And then I thought the second one was special, and then the third one, then the fourth one, and then the fifth one. And what I realized over time is like they're all special. Like everybody's special. Um, there's something lovable about almost everybody. And hold on, Jack is being very distracting. Um, he's like I think he's like a black and tan coonhound or something. I'm not sure what he is really, but he's been very cuddly lately. I think that he's like, I don't know. But so I would date, as I dated more people, I realized, that um we're all kind of special. Like there's something special about all of us. And it got to the point where like uh there were some people that I dated that I didn't like I they're not people that I would imagine myself with, really. Not that they weren't attractive or anything, but I would date them and I would find things that I was attracted to later, like w- after we started dating. And I think that I wouldn't have learned those things about myself if I hadn't dated those people. And so for a girl that thinks that she wants a 6 foot tall boyfriend, um, if you're watching this and you are a girl that thinks that you want a 6 foot tall boyfriend and you think that that's important to you, it's probably not as important to you as you think it is. Like it's probably not as important as it feels like it is. Um, I understand, like, maybe you don't want to be taller than your boyfriend. I know that a lot of my exes felt like that. Um, I get that. I don't know if that's like an evolution thing or like a, sorry, I had to burp, or if it was, or if it's like a societal thing. Like different societies find different things attractive. I don't know like where that comes from, but um, I think that the 6 feet tall thing is kind of arbitrary, probably. You probably don't care about that quite as much as you think. Same thing with the six pack. Like, I think it, I don't know. I'm not like a personal trainer or a biologist or an anthropologist or anything. I'm not like a professional in anything really. Um, but I'm pretty sure that that's like a really rare body type the to have like like the very very low body fat body type. I'm pretty sure it's pretty rare. And to be real, I don't think that that matters to you quite as much as you think it does either. um you probably just don't have enough experience with like different body types. You're probably still learning, honestly, what you're attracted to. Maybe you need to date more people or something, I don't know. But the six figures thing is really interesting because it's that I'm really pretty sure is like a lack of life experience thing. This is Jack, by the way. Say hi, Jack. Say hi to the internet. He's sweet. He's been really cuddly lately. I think that he's um not having like separation anxiety or anything, but he wants to be around me a lot lately. I don't know why. Um, the what was I talking about? Six figures thing. Um, it like if you are in your 20s and your boyfriend is in his 20s and he makes six figures at work, he's probably either a nepo baby or he is just a beast at work. And a lot of people that make that much money work really really long hours. Now Jack is pestering the chihuahua. Hey, Brown, 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 Brown. Shh, 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 shh. Good boy. Um, if he, shh. if he's making six figures, like $100,000, he really might be working a lot. He's probably working a lot. And I used to work a lot, and I he probably doesn't have time for you. Like, to be real, if he's making that much money, um, he 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 could be working like 80-hour weeks. I used to work 60 or 70-hour weeks on average, and it is, you really don't have time for much when you work that much. You basically come home and eat and sleep. Like, I used to drink myself to sleep because I've always kind of had sleep problems. Like if he has a hobby and he's eating at all at home and he's getting 8 hours of sleep and he's working 12 hours a day, there's no time left basically for relationships and stuff outside of work. Uh, and I mean, he might not be working 80 hours a week or 70 or 60 or whatever, but I think the likelihood is that if he's making that much money um, that early in his career, then he is probably working very, very long hours. Um, Also, $100,000 is a lot of money. I know that it's not quite as much as it used to be, and I know that like the average price of a house these days is like $500,000. It's like almost $500,000. Um, so I understand why people would want that much money, but like how I was saying, like, it, you got to work hard to get that much money, or you have to kind of get lucky and get a salary job that pays that much money. Uh, and there's 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 an amount of money that you need to live. Like, you need a certain amount of money to live, and then you need a certain amount of money to be happy. Um, but probably that's probably lower than $100,000 a year, unless you're trying to like make a big purchase like a house or something. Unless like your goal is to buy something really expensive like that. Um, you really probably don't need that much money, and m- making that much money is going to cost something. You know what I mean? So you kind of almost need a really good reason to to work towards a job that pays that much money, because it's going to cost you something, most likely. uh, so I don't think that it's shallow so much as that it's um, ill-informed, really. But I think that's pretty much all I had to say. If you like my videos and you want to help me get monetized, I'm trying to get monetized. Like and subscribe, and maybe watch some of my other videos. And uh, I think, I mean, ring the bell, I guess, if you want to. Comment. I like getting people's thoughts and feelings on things, and getting people's insights in the comments. Um, y'all have a good one, and I will talk to you later. Bye.